Okay, in this video I'm talking about inserting data into my SQL database. Let's kind of start where I left off in the last video. Here's the source code to the index.php file. As you can see, I've modified it to where it'll display a table with the data that has been inserted. And up at the top, here's a link if you want to add another address. And here's the new code here. First, this statement provides the link to where you can add the address. Here's these three lines do the display at the top of the table. This while loop shows all the data that is in that particular table. The reason why I use a while loop is to display multiple items in a table. If you didn't use a while loop, it would display one row that is in the table. And here I'm displaying multiple rows. Here's the add.php file. I'm going to cover this later, this statement, but we're requiring connection.php, which is this file. And down here is a form where you can enter a new address. And then you got an add button down here. And when you click on add an address, they'll execute this if statement. And first it gets the data from the form and assigns it to the variables. After that, prepares the SQL query to insert data into the contact info table. And here's the query itself. We're using the insert mysql function, and we're assigning it to a variable. And we're inserting into the contact info table. And here are the parameters that we are inserting. These match the value, not the values, but the different rows in the table. And after the values, here's the actual data that is being inserted. Here we're executing the SQL query by invoking the query method. If something were to go wrong with that, it'll execute the mysql_error. If everything's okay, it'll redirect back to the address listing. And here's the code. We're just using the header method, which calls the web page index.php, and then after it calls it, it closes out this will add.php file and return you to index.php. So I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm just making up fake data. So here it is, it's inserted in new data and it's returned back to tables. And here is what it's showing the data. And that's it as far as inserting data into a MySQL table.